Moving on to chapter 2.9, now we're going to do percents. So your objective for this lesson is for you to be able to solve percent problems. Alright, so what I'm going to show you is called the percent proportion. Very simply put, it is the part over the whole equals the percent over 100. Another way that I'll write it is the is number over the of number equals the percent number over 100. I don't care which way you remember it. Some people like this way better because you can look in the problem and find the is number. For example, example 1 is 42. So that's going to go on the top of the first fraction. Of number would be of 56. That goes on the bottom. And then the percent is what we're looking for. That'll be P over 100. So if I write the percent is number 42 over of number 56 equals percent over 100, and I solve the proportion. The way you solve a proportion is to do cross products. So we'll do 4200 equals 56p. Divide both sides by 56, and your percent is 75. Therefore, your answer is 42 is 75% of 56. There's also the part over whole that you can use. 42 is the part, 56 is the whole number. Example 2. What percent of 40 is 2.5? So we'll do 2.5 over 40 is number over of number equals percent P over 100. To solve a proportion, you do cross products. So we'll do 100 times 2.5 and get 250. 40 times P and we'll get 40p. Divide both sides by 40 and your answer is 6.25%. I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to ask you to do the other guided practice by yourself. What percent of 90 is 54? Is number over of number equals percent over 100. To solve a proportion, you do the cross product. So we'll do bottom of the right times top of the left and get 5400. Then we'll do 90 times P and we get 90p. Divide both sides by 90 and your final answer is 60. So 60%. Okay, pause the video, do guided practice number 2 by yourself, and then I'll tell you the correct answer in just a second. Okay, what percent of 84 is 63? Your proportion would be 63 over 84 equals P over 100. Then if you solve it correctly, you should get 75%. Okay, now we're going to move on to finding a part. So I'm changing the way the sentence is written. A dress shirt that normally costs $38.50 is on sale for, that's supposed to say for, 30% off. What is the sale price of the shirt? So you have to rewrite your question so it'll go along with your little proportion you just had. We want to know first, what is 30% of 38.5? So I'm going to rewrite that question. What is 30% of 38.50? I don't have an is number. When it says what is, that's where I'm going to put my variable. My of number is 3850. My percent number is 30 over 100. You still solve the proportion the same way. 100x equals 38.5 times 30 is 1,155. Divide both sides by 100 and you get 11.55. Well, that's how much they're taking off the price of the shirt. So how do I figure out what the sale price of the shirt is? You subtract it. So we're going to take 38.50 and we're going to subtract 11.55. $38.50 minus $11.55 is $26.95. That's your sale price. So I had to do 2 math questions in one. Guided practice number 3. A family sells a car to a dealership for 60% less than they paid for it. They paid $9,000. What price did they sell it to the dealership for? So we want to know what is 60% of 9,000. Do that problem first. Pause the video, do that problem yourself first, and then I'll help you with the rest of it. Okay, I don't have an is number, so it's going to be x of, goes on the bottom, so of 9,000. My percent number is 60, and my bottom number on the right is always 100. So we'll do the cross products, and we get 100x equals $540,000. Divide by 100, and I get x equals 5,400. 60% less is $5,400 subtracted from it. So now you're going to take 9,000, you're going to subtract 5,400, and whatever you get is your final answer. And that is $3,600. All right, now let's find the base. So this is when I'm saying of what number. My of number is missing. So my proportion again is number over of number equals percent number over 100. My is number is 17.5. My of number is missing, and my percent is 125. So I do cross products, and I get 1750 equals 125x. Divide both sides by 125. And that is 14. So 125% of 14 is 17.5. Guided practice number 3. I want you to set up the proportion, try it yourself, and I'll tell you the answer in just a second. Okay, your proportion is going to be 12.5 over x equals 30 over 100. When you solve it correctly, you should get 41.6. Now I'm going to show you the simple interest formula. Simple interest formula is just like it says, it's simple interest. The formula is I equals PRT. Then you need to know what each one means. So I is interest. P is principal. It's the money you started with. R is rate, the percent, change to a decimal. T is time in years. Alright, so for example, you deposited $840 in a savings account that earns a simple interest rate of 4.5% per year. You want to keep the money in the account for 4 years. How much interest will you earn? Check your answer for reasonableness. So, I'm just going to plug it into the formula. $840, that's my starting amount, which is my principal. 4.5%, that's my rate, but I need to change it to a decimal. 4 years, that's my T. So my interest is going to be $840 times 0.045. When you change a percent to a decimal, you move the decimal over 2 places to the left. And then my time in years is going to be 4. When I multiply that all out, I get 151.2. So interest over those 4 years is going to be $151.20. Alright, here's your guided questions. I want you to do these on a separate sheet of paper. You need to have an answer for each question. Do not copy answers, because if you have the same wrong answers, I'm going to assume you cheated. Have this ready to turn in to me at the beginning of class tomorrow.